Ramayana is the greatest Indian epic poem which narrates the journey of the virtuous Lord Ram who lived during the Treta Yuga, millennia BC. The Ramayana is composed of chapters or sargas which are grouped into books called kandas. Kanda literally means the internode stem of the sugarcane plant, or in this case, a particular phase of a story or an event in the course of storytelling. There was a famous dynasty called the Ikshvaku dynasty, ruled by very powerful kings. A famous king called Manu, who was known as the foremost ruler of mankind, built the beautiful city of Kosala on the banks of the river Sarayu. Kosala was a beautiful city with well-laid great royal highways, abundant streams and rivers and beautiful flowers. Manu was succeeded by another powerful king called Dasaratha, who became the ruler of the kingdom. Dasaratha had 3 wives. He was highly courteous and intelligent. He had the best ministers. But he had one sorrow. He had no children. One day, Your Majesty, you seem to be worried. Nothing interests you. Minister, in spite of all my wealth, fame and power, I don't have any children. Who will take care of this kingdom after me? My lord, if we perform Ashwamedha Yajna, the horse sacrifice, you will definitely be blessed with children. What has to be done for them? My lord, I will take care of all the arrangements, but it is important to call all the saints and kings for this. We also should call Rishyasringa, the great saint. Who is he? My lord, Rishyasringa was a forest dweller who was absorbed in the study of the Vedic scriptures. He was not aware of women or worldly matters or even of worldly pleasures. He never left his hermitage and he had not seen any people or even any other objects of pleasure, either from the city or from the countryside, right from the time of his birth. Interesting. One day, while he was entering a palace for a ritual, King Ramapada gave his daughter Princess Shanta to Rishyasringa in marriage. From then on, the great Rishyasringa lived in the Anga kingdom along with his wife Shanta. The sage's presence in any kingdom is auspicious for that land. He brings success, prosperity and fame to the kingdom. All right, please go ahead and make arrangements for the Ashwamedha Yajna. The king called all the ministers and sages and performed the horse sacrifice. The yajna was performed in a grand manner. A few days passed. All his 3 wives became pregnant. The first one was Queen Kausalya. The second one was Sumatra, and Kaikeyi was the 3rd queen. The king was overjoyed. Soon, Queen Kausalya gave birth to a son. He was blessed with all the divine attributes. He had lotus red eyes, lengthy arms, roseate lips and a majestic voice. He was the epitome of Vishnu. He was named Rama. Queen Sumatra then gave birth to 2 sons, Lakshmana and Shatrughna, and Queen Kaikeyi gave birth to Bharata. With the birth of the princes, there was complete happiness in Ayodhya. The entire city wore a festive look. was dancing and music in the streets. Crackers and colors adorned the skies. Flowers and fragrance filled the air. The children soon grew up. Rama became a champion of riding elephants and horses. He was a master charioteer, grew skilled in the art of archery, and always obeyed his father. Right from childhood, Lakshmana was always amiable towards his charming elder brother Rama. Lakshmana dedicated himself to Rama. Rama would not sleep if Lakshmana was not by his side, nor would he eat without his brother. Lakshmana's younger brothers, Shatrughna and Bharata, too were very close. Bharata was very truthful and dedicated to Rama. King Dasaratha was very happy with his sons. They were all very skilled and talented. One day, while they were playing,
Hey Ram, we know you are good at archery. Can you strike the pot carried by that hunchback lady with this stone? Of course, I can. But that poor lady is carrying the pot with great difficulty. Give me some other target. No, you must strike her pot. We can't give you any other target.
Ram hit the pot successfully and the pot fell down. All the water in the pot was wasted. The lady carrying the pot was Queen Kaikeyi's maidservant. She was annoyed and said angrily,
Prince Rama, you are too arrogant. You will repent for your action.
Ram became very upset. His friends apologized to him. The princes grew up and became worthy of ruling the kingdom. Their father decided to make Rama ascend the throne of Ayodhya, but he wanted to get his sons married first. He was in search of suitable princesses for his sons. One day, sage Vishwamitra, a very powerful sage, came to meet Dasaratha. Welcome, my lord. I am blessed that you have visited me. I am happy to see you all and the young princess. Is everything fine in Ayodhya? Yes, my lord. Everything is fine with your blessings. I am in search of suitable princesses for my sons. You will find lovely princesses for your handsome sons. Dasaratha, I have come on important work. I must take your children with me. May I know the reason, my lord? Do not worry, great king. I am performing a great yajna in the forest. I want your sons to participate in it. There are some terrible demons in the forest, and Rama is the only person who can kill them. On hearing this, King Dasaratha was terrified. My lord, I can give you whatever you ask for. But how can I send my young princes to face such horrible demons? Please forgive me, my lord. Dasaratha, do not defy me. You must send your sons with me. Dasaratha was struck with grief. He did not want to send his sons. But at the same time, he could not pacify Vishwamitra, who had a very bad temper. Seeing his father's condition, Ram approached his father. Father, please do not worry. We will be safe. We will be back in a month's time. We will slay the demons and come home successfully. Rama, you are too young. You don't know the outside world. If something happens to you, I will not be able to take it. Father, if we do not go, the sage will think that we are disobeying him. He needs our help to perform his rituals with other saints for the benefit of the whole kingdom. Dasaratha agreed with great reluctance. Ram and Lakshman, dressed in ordinary clothes, with bows and arrows in their hands and saffron sindoor on their foreheads, accompanied sage Vishwamitra to the forest. Young princess, are you scared of facing the demons? My lord, we are Kshatriyas. We were born to protect people. Moreover, with a great sage next to us, what should we fear? Good. I will teach you the mantra, Bala Atibala Vidya. Practice it, and no one will be able to defeat you. Is it that powerful, my lord? If you recite these hymns, neither tiredness nor fever will affect you. Demons will not be able to attack you when you are sleeping or unvigilant. My dear Rama, if you practice the Bala Atibala hymns, no one in the world will be able to match you in bravery, caliber, erudition and discernment. My lord, thank you for your kind-heartedness. Vishwamitra taught Ram and Lakshmana the hymns. Soon they reached the place where the rivers Ganga and Sarayu met. Princess, all the saints will be present in a place few yards from here to perform the great ritual. The gods will appear and give boons for the welfare of the people. These rituals have to be performed with great dedication. There should not be any distraction of any form. It is your duty to take care of everything. So be it, my lord. We will take care of everything. You have one more duty to fulfill, Ram. Yes, my lord. There is a ferocious demon, Tataka, in the forest, who you will have to kill, because we have to pass through this forest to reach our destination. But, my lord, the demon is a woman. How can I kill her? Do not think about all that. She was born a beautiful girl. She had a son called Maricha. He was rude to sage Agastya and the sage cursed him. So his mother got angry and tried to kill Agastya. The sage cursed her as well, turning her into Tataka, a ferocious man-eater. She is a menace to the society. You will have to kill her. As you wish, my lord. The next day, Vishwamitra started with Ram and Lakshman in the early hours to cross the dense forest. The screeching of vultures, roaring of tigers, shrieks of wild bulls, and the noise of elephants were very scary. But Ram and Lakshman bravely walked ahead. Suddenly, there were sounds of devilish laughter heard all around. A huge Tataka appeared before Ram.
You young men, how dare you step into the forest? Did this old sage tell you to come here? You poor boy. Your fate has been decided in this forest. I am going to have a good meal today.
Let us see whose fate is decided today.
Haha, you fool! Do not talk too much. In a few seconds you will not have your tongue to speak.
Tataka threw a huge stone at Ram. Ram did not say anything. He closed his eyes, took out his arrow and aimed it at Tataka. The arrow smashed the rock and hit the Tataka in her chest. She died with a loud cry. Vishwamitra hugged Sri Rama. Ram and Lakshman reached the place where the other saints were eagerly waiting for the princes. They were delighted to see them. Welcome, Ram and Lakshman. You both have left your kingdom and come here to help us with our yagna. God bless you. It's our duty, my lord. You have brought great news to all of us and to all the people of the surrounding villages that the demon Tataka has been killed. Guru Vishwamitra, King Janaka from the kingdom of Mithila, has a great bow which was gifted to him by Lord Shiva. It is a huge bow that was dragged by horses and elephants. It was found at the time of his daughter Sita's birth, who was born from earth. He has displayed the bow and has announced that whoever lifts the bow will marry his daughter. Does he have any other children? Yes, my lord. He had one more daughter, but Sita was born from the earth. She looks like goddess Lakshmi. Rama, why don't you take a look at that bow after we complete the rituals here? We all feel the same. As you wish, my lord. Lakshmana was very happy to hear this. The next day, all the sages assembled and started reciting Vedic hymns before the god of fire. When everyone was deep in meditation. Huge demons started pouring water and throwing pieces of animal flesh into the fire. Ram and Lakshman killed all the demons and maintained peace for the sages till the last moment. The yagna was completed peacefully. And all the sages, including Vishwamitra, blessed Ram and Lakshmana. The next day, they proceeded towards Mithila. The kingdom of Mithila had a festive look. Many kings from different countries were anxious to see the bow and lift it. But when they saw the size of the bow, they were too scared to even go near it. Welcome, great Guru. I am greatly honored with your presence. Who are these young men? Janaka. They are the princes of Ayodhya, sons of King Dasaratha. They helped us while we performed the great yagna by slaying all the demons that disturbed us. They are the bravest Kshatriyas, highly dedicated and disciplined. Rama has killed the demoness Tataka and has brought happiness throughout the kingdom. Amazing! Prince Ram and Lakshmana, I am thrilled to see both of you. Please stay here for at least a few days. Janaka, I have to take these princes back to their father. He will be worried. I heard about the bow of Shiva and I wanted to show it to the princes. My lord, it's my pleasure. Janaka took them to the assembly hall where the bow was kept. Rama, why don't you try lifting it? Ram was shocked. My lord, this is kept for the Swayamvara. That's why I'm asking you to give it a try. King Janaka was overjoyed. Rama, pray to Lord Shiva and lift the bow.
Brother, you can do it. Please try.
With the whole assembly hall waiting with bated breath. Ram approached the bow. He lifted it easily. And even broken. Just then, he happened to see the damsel Sita. Sita was besotted the first time she saw Ram. She could not take her eyes off him. His good looks and charm simply swept her off her feet. Ram too was completely mesmerized by Sita. She was gorgeous beyond words and was beautifully dressed in royal silks and covered with diamonds and pearls. She was an avatar of Mahalakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Ram fell in love with Sita the moment he laid eyes on her. The people in the assembly rose from their seats, unable to believe their eyes. Janaka was overjoyed. Lakshmana embraced Rama. Ram fell at Vishwamitra's feet. May you live long, my son. Don't you have another daughter as well?
Yes, my lord. Her name is Urmila.
You can give your daughter to Lakshmana.
I don't have words to express my happiness. I am very grateful to you, Guru.
King Dasaratha was informed about the impending marriages and he was overjoyed. He hurried to Mithila for Ram and Lakshmana's weddings. Dasaratha, Janaka and Vishwamitra arranged a grand dinner. Janaka, is King Kushadwaja your brother?
Yes, my lord. He has two lovely daughters, Mandavi and Chatrukirti.
Why don't we arrange Mandavi's marriage with Bharata and Chatrukirti's with Shatrugna? Although King Dasaratha and King Janaka were taken aback, they were both overjoyed with this suggestion.
What is there to say, my lord? Everything is your wish.
The city of Mithila was decorated with brilliant festive colors. There was great joy everywhere. Ram married Sita and Balakandam narrates the tale of the birth of Ram, his childhood days, his bravery in slaying of demons, his strength in breaking the bow, and the grandeur of his wedding with Sita. But even this beautiful lyrical kandam cannot do justice to the grand and memorable wedding of the handsome Sri Rama and gorgeous Sita Devi. Ayodhya Kandam is an important phase of Ramayana. It is the turning point in the life of Ram. Ram is the real hero because of his spotless qualities and highest responsibility which none can possess. He loved his father and was an affectionate brother. He never gave importance to his personal happiness till his end. Born as a prince, he underwent all sufferings, both physically and emotionally. Ram was a determined and committed personality of all times. King Dasaratha, along with his 4 sons, returned to Ayodhya after their grand wedding ceremony. He was happy and relaxed. Thinking it was high time for him to retire from his responsibility as the ruler Ayodhya. He called on his ministers for a discussion. Welcome, my dear ministers. I have something important to discuss. The entire hall was eager to hear the king. All my sons are married, and I think it's the right time for me to crown Ram as the emperor. Your Majesty, your decision is always perfect. Ram has high qualities and he will be a good king. Your Highness, Ram is highly responsible. The entire kingdom will rejoice in his rule. Your Majesty, Ram will be a great king, no doubt about it. But you can extend your responsibility for some more time. My dear ministers, all along you have been with me in my success and my difficult times. As you wish, my lord. We will extend the same support to Ram and we will be ever loyal to the kingdom of Ayodhya. The news spread like wildfire that Ram is to be crowned king of Ayodhya. The entire country rejoiced. Fresh plantain trees adorned every house and little girls danced on the streets. All men and women dressed up in rich clothes to show their happiness. Crackers and balloons added color to the blue sky. There was happiness everywhere. At the same moment, in the queen's chambers, all the queens of Dasaratha were profusely happy. Queen Kaikeyi, the third queen, whose son was Bharata, was choosing her clothes and jewelry for the occasion. When at that moment, the maid of Kaikeyi, Mandari, came to meet her with a wicked plan. Mandari was the hunchback female whose pot was broken by Ram when he was young.
Madam, I heard some news. Is that true? You mean Ram's coronation? Yes. How did you accept that? What's wrong? He is also my son. But only Kaushalya will be the queen of the king. And she will be respected. You will have to depend on Kaushalya for everything.
Kaikeyi's ego was boosted by Mandari. She became restless after hearing this.
What do you want me to do now? Madam, ask the king to crown your son as king. What about Ram? Ask him to go to the forest for 14 years. How is that possible? How will the king agree? How can I send Ram to the forest? Madam, if you keep thinking like this, Kaushalya will send you and your son out. The king has given you 2 boons long time ago, and this is the right time for you to make use of them. Hope you remember the boons he gave you for helping him during a war. One boon for crowning your son as the king and another boon for sending Ram to the forest for 14 years. Mandare, you can go now. I will see that Kaushalya begs me for everything.
The next moment, Kaikeyi enacted that she is not well. The king hurried to the queen's chamber. Kaikeyi, what happened to you? I have informed our physician to come. Please take some rest.
I am physically well, but mentally disturbed.
What are you talking? There is so much work for the coronation tomorrow.
Hope you remember that you have granted me 2 boons long time ago.
Yes, tell me, why are you talking unnecessary things today?
I want my son to be crowned as the king and Ram has to be sent to the forest for 14 years.
Hey, you... Oh. On hearing these words, King Dasaratha fainted. Kaikeyi sprinkled water on his face and made him regain consciousness. After a few seconds, Dasaratha woke up. His eyes were burning. He had an unbearable pain in his head. He was not able to understand whether it was a dream or reality. He was distressed. You poisonous snake! You are a cruel woman of wicked nature, determined to bring an end to this dynasty. What wrong has been done to you by Ram or by me? Tell me. My God, I have lived with a cunning snake all these years. What mistake have I done?
You are a dutiful king and a dutiful husband. Don't go back on your words.
You devil! That Ram is treating you in the same way as he treats his mother. How can you think of punishing him? You heartless lady! For what offense should I send Ram to the forest? And how can I crown Bharat, who is the youngest of all? The world can exist without the sun, but I cannot live without Ram.
Why? Is Bharat not your son?
You better tell this to Bharat. He will not see your face in his lifetime. I even touch your feet with my head. Be gracious to me. Kaikeyi was listening to everything without answering back. In this great dynasty, a great misfortune has happened. Your mind is poisoned. You will not live happily.
In this dynasty, none has failed in their words or commitments. I hope that you will also keep up your forefathers' principles.
You coward! How do you get happiness in sending Ram to forest for 14 years? How can Ram stay in the dreadful forest? Kaikeyi, an old man is begging you. Please have mercy on me.
Great king, please don't go back on your words. Whether it is right or wrong, you cannot go back on your promise. If Ram is crowned king, I will die before your eyes by consuming poison. Death will be better than seeing Kaushalya receiving all honors as the mother of a king.
He kept gazing with tearful eyes at his queen Kaikeyi, who spoke such harsh words. The king could not bear the intensity of the words. His heart was heavy with pain. King Dasharatha was shattered and was sitting on the floor like a mad person. Kaikeyi knew that the king will not be able to tell Ram about his exile. She called on Ram, and Ram hurried to the chambers of Kaikeyi, thinking that Kaikeyi was calling him to bless him. Ram was dumbstruck to see his father in tears. What happened, father? Speak up. I cannot see you like this. Please get up. Tears gushed out of Dasharatha's eyes. He was not able to speak anything.
Ram, your father cannot speak anything now. He granted me 2 boons long time ago. I told that I will use them now. My son Bharat should be crowned as king, and you have to go to the forest and stay in exile for 14 years.
On hearing this, Ram's face became bright. Mother, for this matter, father need not be worried. Whoever has ordered, I gladly accept it. I know that my brother is very capable and he can rule the kingdom. I will leave today to the forest as per your instructions. Ram, please don't go. I cannot bear this. I don't have a life without you. I am helpless. I should not live any further. My God, please take me. Father, I'm your son. I will keep up your words. Let me go to the forest. My brother Bharat is dear to me. He is very intelligent and truthful. He will rule the kingdom in my absence. Get up and please be cool. I will return once the period of exile is over. The whole city wore a deserted look. And people started protesting against sending Ram to the forest. There was commotion everywhere. And Ram was finding it difficult to console his mother, Kausalya. Kausalya was unable to speak anything. Her eyes were swollen and she appeared as a poor woman who has lost everything in life. Her face was pale and she could not come out of the shock. Ram hugged his mother, unable to console her.
Ram, please don't leave me alone. I don't have the strength to bear this. Let me also come with you.
If you come with me, who will take care of father? Ram hugged his sobbing mother. Sita, I am sorry. I have brought disappointment to you. Please stay here and take care of everything. I will return once the exile period is over.
The place where you reside is Ayodhya for me, my lord. I shall never stay without you, even for a minute.
Sita, the forest is not a comfortable place for us to live. Please listen. You were a princess and you are not used to any hardships before.
I cannot be without you. Nothing gives me pleasure when you are not there.
Brother, what's happening in this kingdom? How can you be so patient? I cannot tolerate this injustice. I will see who stops your coronation. You are not going anywhere. Lakshmana, if our mother orders, should we not listen? Don't say anything. Brother, I am not able to see our father like this. All merciless devils. Lakshman, please take care of our parents. Brother, where are you going? How can I be without you? I will come with you. Lakshmana, you are married. You should not come. Please listen. Dear brother, you are more important to me than my mother. I will come with you and be with you forever. Ram was moved with affection of Lakshmana. He tried his best to stop him, but Lakshmana did not listen. The next day, the whole city was watching. Ram, Sita and Lakshman wore simple clothes and left the palace. The people of Ayodhya were in tears. Their minister Sumantra drove the chariot for them. King Dasaratha was not able to see his son leaving in front of his eyes. He lost his balance and fell on the ground. Kausalya hurried to help him. Kaikeyi also hurried to lift him. He threw the hand of Kaikeyi. You are not worthy of touching me. You are neither my wife nor I am your husband. I have done everything as per your wish. Even if I die, Bharat should not do the last rites for me. Kausalya took him to the chambers. Suddenly, a series of incidences flashed through Dasaratha's mind. One day, when King Dasaratha was young, he went to the forest to hunt. In the forest, there lived a couple who were old, blind, and unable to walk. They had a son who was dedicated and affectionate towards his parents. One day, when he was carrying his parents in a basket, they were in need of water. kept the basket down and went in search of water. In a shallow well, he saw some water and he stepped inside the well to take water. At that moment, King Dasaratha, who was passing by, heard the sound from the well and thought it was a deer. Without even looking into the well, he shot an arrow. Which hit the man inside. Blood gushed from his chest, and Dasaratha was shocked to hear the noise. He did not expect this. He apologized to him, but the man gave him water and asked the king to give it to his parents. Before Dasaratha could inquire, he died. King Dasaratha took the water and told his parents what he had done without realizing. The blind parents were in tears. His father cursed him, saying that King Dasaratha in his old age will suffer in the same way without his son. Everything flashed in Dasaratha's mind. He told Kaikeyi everything. Kaikeyi, hearing all these, felt helpless and was in tears. The minister returned to the palace after leaving Ram in the forest. Sumantra, my son was no more with me. Majesty, please calm down. Ram will return safely after his exile period. The king almost became mad. He was speechless and was constantly thinking about Ram, truthfulness, self-sacrifice and service to elders were the inborn qualities of Ram. Ram, Sita and Lakshman left for the forest situated on the banks of the river Godavari.